Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 6th, and we're going to continue our discussion on the subject of will with a prompt from the Daily Stoic which reads, "Who else can I root for besides myself?" So just a little over 2 years ago, my personal aspirations were on a significantly different path and trajectory. Having fallen in love with the sport of CrossFit, I had already entered my first competition as an intermediate and won. I continued my training and was finally registered for a much larger event to go compete with the big boys. But 2 weeks out from the competition, I was working on handstand push-ups in my living room when I kicked out of an inversion and caught my bare foot on the back of a couch, only to split off my little toe out to the side. I knew immediately that it was broken, but I went to bed hopeful, only to find my foot black and blue the next morning, and a subsequent x-ray confirmed my fears. There would be no competition. Admittedly, I remember feeling extremely let down about this sudden and unfortunate turn of events. But after a few hours of self-pity, then I drugged myself back to the place that was the source of my anxiety, the gym. Sure, I couldn't do anything that required the use of my foot, but there were still plenty of movements for me to work on that required my attention. And so just like that, I got back to work. I had just finished reading Ryan Holiday's book, The Obstacle is the Way, and a quote from Marcus Aurelius that inspired the book's title continued to ring throughout my head, in which he says, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That was my moment to put that philosophy into practice, and it worked. I also used that setback to reassess what I wanted personally. Having seen how quickly fortune could take away my ability to compete, I decided that wasn't going to be my path. I still loved CrossFit, but there had to be another way. I discovered what sports psychologists observed after they studied athletes who were struck by adversity or serious injury. As Holiday notes, initially, each reported feeling isolation, emotional disruption, and doubts about their athletic ability. Yet afterward, each reported gaining a desire to help others, additional perspective, and a realization of their own strengths. Having felt all of that firsthand, I decided that I wanted to coach CrossFit and help others realize their potential. I got my certification and began coaching under the mentorship of a phenomenal human being. And I loved every single day working with those members, encouraging them to become healthier, more confident versions of themselves. Unfortunately, that chapter in my life closed with the termination of that affiliate. But the fire to help others in their process of growth had been ignited. And since then, I've been looking for some medium through which I could continue that work. And so I found it one Saturday afternoon back in March when I decided to share my first video here. I discovered an opportunity to introduce concepts to others that had helped me immensely through times of adversity. I could share my mentors who lived 2,000 years ago, yet still provide me with essential steer each and every day. I could, through the transparent retelling of my own experiences, communicate that philosophy was much more than a theoretical or scholarly pursuit. Sure, I've taken so much personally from these last 7 months, but it's always been about me rooting for you, whoever you are, whoever watches these videos. If you took away even one concept or one resource that helped you make better sense of this crazy year that we find ourselves living in, then it was all worth the effort. And through that process, then we've all grown together. So thank you for coming along that journey with me. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.